Alright, guys, I'm Morthadon bringing you guys Boruto episode 20. Um, last episode 19, of course. I actually don't have any channels to talk about this time, so let's just get right into the episode 19 discussion, or, like, recap real fast. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Basically, Sarada, we got to learn more about her, like, more about her feelings. We kind of already knew that Sasuke wasn't really around a whole lot. Sorry, guys, adjusting my mic. I don't know if you can hear twitching, but that's why. Um, yeah, we learned more about how like Sarada feels about her dad not being around. We knew Sasuke wasn't around much. Didn't know that she never met him before. That was pretty crazy to hear. Um, because he's off doing his like he's trying to find Kaguya's dimension or whatever, which is weird. I wonder if part of him, I didn't say it in the last episode, but I wonder if part of him is like scared to raise a kid after what he's been through in his life. Because if you think about it, he had to have been around, right? Like in order to have a kid, you need to do, the deed. So I don't know if he at first was like, home and with Sakura, and they tease that whole thing where like maybe she's not his daughter, but I don't believe that for a second. I believe that it's Sasuke and Sakura's daughter. I mean, I could be wrong, but I hardcore believe that. And so I wonder if he just got like the nerves, like after kind of like how wow, Naruto is with Boruto. How Naruto doesn't exactly know how to raise him because he didn't have a dad. Sasuke had a dad and lost his dad, but he still spent like a large portion of his life without a dad, And their relationship with his dad wasn't always like perfect either, so I don't know. That's just a thought. But they really drilled it into poor Sarada that episode with everyone practicing with their dads, and she was all sad. And then, her thinking she wasn't, Sakura's kid. Like, thinking Sasuke was with I want to say her name was Karen, but I could be wrong about that. The red haired Uzumaki girl, right? She wasn't Uzumaki. But yeah, just because like the whole glasses, and then here comes Chocho saying, "Oh, I don't think I'm my mom and dad's kid." They drilled it into it, but whatever. Like, it was still a good episode. We got a lot of character development and everything. And so yeah, I'm really looking forward to episode 20. The only thought I have for this episode, I'm wondering if if we're gonna have like a very Sasuke focused episode, which would be really cool if we did, or if it's just gonna give us like a glimpse of what happened to Sasuke with that fight, or maybe it won't show us anything. But we ended on a cliffhanger with Sasuke being attacked by, I almost want to say it's one of those like alien people that we got teased about, that were, that knew of Kaguya being here, and they said like some kind of reading levels were too high for their own good. Whatever. They're gonna come obliterate the planet probably, or try to. But yeah, so yeah, good shit. I'm gonna bring this up and it's gonna be really bright in my face. So sorry about that, but we are gonna get into the episode. Alright, so we are gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Ooh, okay, so we're at least getting a little bit of what happened. Maybe we'll see more. I don't know if it's like a recap of what happened or. Yep, this is what we saw so far. Ooh, this. Yeah, this is more than we saw before. Nice. Damn. Some kind of Transformation or something? Uchiha crest on the back. What is going on? Alright. That is something. What the fuck? I didn't expect that. Interesting. Alright, Sarada, are you really gonna leave? I hope she doesn't actually leave. I don't think she's gonna leave with her. I have a feeling she's gonna go, like, if anything, I don't know. Because she's, like, barely even listening to that right there. She's just, like, in her own head. Is she just gonna ask him? Alright, intro. That is super interesting. I don't know how I feel about it, though. The whole, Uchiha, like, another Uchiha. Or somehow he has the Sharingan. Do 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 do. I really like this intro song, to be honest. I'm actually, I mean, I might like the next one, but I think I'm gonna be a little sad when it changes, and I think it's like, it was in the 20s that it changes. I was told before, but... Yeah. The boy with the Sharingan, yep. Oh, I wonder if Sasuke is gonna come back to report this and they'll meet up right here, maybe. And that way Sarada won't have to leave, but she'll still get to see her dad. Oh no, it's just a message? Damn. Oh, so they have, like, cell phones and shit now, too. That's crazy. They are very developed. Oh, he's gonna tell him. He's so relaxed. Someone connected to him. Oh, did he follow? Oh. He kind of looks like he has, like, lines under his eyes. It's interesting. What? I'm confused. What? Itachi killed all the other Uchiha, though, so how can they consider that, like, a betrayal to the Uchiha? I don't know. Like, obviously, we know more about that whole situation, but... Ooh. Is Sarada gonna try to go with him? Or is she just gonna follow him? Oh boy. His, like, cloak thing is a lot smaller, and I don't know if I care for the design that way. I liked, like, the really long, like, flashy looking thing. So Sarada's gonna try to follow Naruto. She didn't go up and talk to him, so... This isn't gonna go good. Something's gonna happen. I like how they have a big gate, but anyone can, like, get out of the village so easily. God. They're just gonna talk, like, right there. It's your actual dad. That's Choji. Reminds me of, they are not very graceful. The whole tell Boruto I'm sorry reminds me, I'll finish that sentence, what Sasuke said to Naruto to tell, like, Sakura, like, I'm sorry. Oh, did you try to make him, like, a lunch? It's probably a delivery from Hinata, most likely. That she's just gonna show up right in front of Shikamaru? She's very serious about this. Your condition is pretty advanced. I remember I'm talking about her, like, condition or whatever before for whatever her problems are. She was talking about. So, is she trying to use this as an excuse? Hmm. Huh. Shikamaru's just gonna let her go, so they can just leave the village whenever, like kids or whatever. No, he thinks you're sick, and you kind of are. Uh-oh. No bueno. What the heck was that thing? What is... I wonder. I have a few theories. I'm going to talk about this, by the way. Hmm. Frickin' Chocho. Oh, he is already there. So they have some, like, they must have teleportation, right? I'd assume. So he refers to that guy as his father, the creepy cloaked dude. Frickin' Chocho. Yeah, Naruto! Nice. I kinda got a little bit of chills there when he came in. Oh, is that his manga? Yeah. Damn. Straight into, like... Isn't that Sage, too? Yeah. Kurama, right? I believe is what his name was, something like that. I am so into this episode right now, guys. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he went straight into Sage mode and Ninetales mode. I forget, like, if there were actual names for that, but... Could he be my real dad? Oh my god, no, Chocho, please don't say it. Alright, so they can do that too. Frickin' Naruto. We got to see him do some shit. Alright, so I have a feeling at some point her dad's gonna touch him on the head like that and she's gonna finally realize that it's frickin' her dad. And I hope it's like this episode so we can friggin' be done with that. Hmm. I'll just wait to talk about it after. God. Aw. Friggin' Chocho. Just ignored it. Just like me. Sure, Naruto. Sure, Naruto. Yeah. Naruto is such a badass. He always like says the perfect shit at just the right time, always, and it's amazing. He has that effect on you. He makes everybody love him, except for the bad guys that he beats the shit out of. Just a montage of Chocho exhausted. Oh damn, are they gonna meet up already? It's right there, just keep going, a little bit longer. Something's gonna happen. That'd be devastating for Serato to see, like, the building explode. Aw, she's gonna get grabbed, isn't she? Son of a bitch. Oh, this episode, guys. Oh, so she lied about that. Damn, they're even still like... She saw him. Oh my god, no, he doesn't even remember. Oh no, no! Oh, fuck. Damn. Fuck. I'm not supposed to be watching this. I'm watching it, but I'm not supposed to be. Alright, I minimized it now. I saw a bit of it, but I feel like it's fine. It's probably fine, but I don't know. I don't like being spoiled, so I probably shouldn't watch it. Cause it did show, like, I wouldn't have pieced it together, but it did show, like, Sarada holding the picture, and then with the picture in the background, with her, like, next to the Uzumaki girl. So I would have never put together that she, like, thought that last episode, but that probably is what that is referring to. Alright, so that's that. And then, do we have after credits? No, we do not. Alright, guys. So that is the end of episode 20. And damn, they made that a great episode. I do have one gripe with it, but for the most part, that episode was really freaking good. So, once again, honestly, like, Chocho annoyed me this episode a lot, but it's fine. I understand they're still kids, so that's what I try to remember. But Chocho is pretty annoying. That wasn't my gripe. I'll get into my gripe when I get to the point. Well, I guess the I don't know. I guess I can talk about it right away, just to get the complaining out of the way, and then talk about what's good about the episode. You know, I'm not a fan of more Uchihas showing up, so I'm sure they're gonna have some perfectly good like reason for it or something. That I will accept later on and just be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But right now, seeing more Uchihas kind of feels like a very lazy way to introduce like a new bad guy kind of thing. Like, they're supposed to be the last of their clan, and that's how it was for Sasuke's childhood. And then there was Obito still alive, so he wasn't the last of his clan. And now Obito is dead. I'm pretty sure Obito died. Especially since they say that Sarada and Sasuke is the last of the clan. They said that this episode, so I'm sure he did die. But and then having more Uchihas just show up, and so what I thought was maybe the Sharingan was developed from the Sage of the Sixth Pass, like his kids each well, what was it? One of them developed it, right? One of them got like the whole Sharingan bloodline kind of thing. And then the other one is the one that got the, what do they call it? Ah, I can't remember the call. Was was it the Hashirama? Or was that the name of that Hokage? Because I know it was like the Hashirama cells. But is that the name of, like, that bloodline? But you guys know what I mean. Like, that half. Like, that bloodline. There was always that feud. You know, it came down to, like... Like, we kind of learned that Naruto was, like, an offspring of that, too, I think. Like, I think the Uzumakis are kind of like, an off-clan of that. And so it's always been that war between, like, the first Hokage and Madara, and then, you know, battles throughout the ages where they just clash. They just go head to head. But so I thought maybe, where was I going with this? Yeah, so I thought it's possible that since they passed on this gene originally from the Sage of the Six Paths, which was originally from Kaguya, I believe her name was, that means this power could come from that other planet. Or that, wherever that is, those space people, like, wherever Kaguya came from, maybe they could have, like, had offspring and had people with the Sharingan. But they wouldn't have the same clan name, right? The name is just like, the name is just what they were given on planet, you know, whatever, Earth, or I'm guessing this is considered Earth in this world. I don't know if they've actually ever said that this is Earth, did they? Maybe they did. Either way, but whatever planet they're on, this is where they were given the name Uchiha. The Uchiha name on the planet represents the Sharingan, but if the Sharingan popped up on another planet, then it wouldn't be, you know, it could be called something completely different with a different family name, like, all passed down. So I, like, partially thought before they said their name that it could be one of, like, the alien people, and he kind of looks like them, right? Like, all, like, pale and, you know, weird looking. But if they're calling themselves Uchihas, unless it's just like a cover for where they're really from, that just kind of seems like a cheap plot device where it's just like, oh, there's none of them left. Hey, look, a new one. Oh, next season. Oh, look, there's none of them left. Here's a new one. Like, this is how this fits in. I don't know. Seemed a little weak to me, but there's probably a good reason for it, and we'll get some kind of backstory later, and I'll probably believe it. But on that note, those guys, I'm gonna try to transition to talking into, like, the interesting stuff now, like the stuff that I really liked about the episode, not just me complaining. That was, like, the only gripe I had with this awesome episode, and this was an awesome episode. So it was interesting to me that they were talking about Itachi, like, Sasuke killing Itachi and being, like, soiling the name of the Uchiha, but Itachi originally killed his entire clan. Now, granted, he did it for the Leaf Village, but I feel like these guys wouldn't care about that, right? Like, they don't seem like the kind that just care about the Leaf Village. They care about the Uchiha, it seems. And that's interesting. So you'd think they wouldn't mind Sasuke for, you know, cleaning up the filth that wiped out their clan, essentially, even though, obviously, I know Itachi isn't filth, he did it for the Leaf. Like, I completely agree with what he did, and it was pretty much gonna happen anyway, regardless of whether Itachi did it or not. But yeah, it's very, very interesting that they side with Itachi over Sasuke for the pride of the Uchiha. Like, from an evil standpoint, I guess I could see it. Like, maybe they thought Itachi was their, like, evil brethren when Itachi was faking being a bad dude. But So they want a revenge for that, but for the pride of the Uchiha kind of thing, that's very weird to me. I'm very interested. I want to know more. It's cool, but you know, I want to know who they are, and that also like if they know Itachi and such, like that drives home the point that they're probably not from the other planet. But I don't. If they dropped a clue in the other series to who, like, the dad might be, because obviously the kid could just be a kid that was never in the first series because he's a kid, you know, he wasn't born yet, kind of like Boruto and stuff. But I can't think of who the dad would be. Because, I mean, I did just talk about Obito, like, not really sure if he lived or died, even though I'm pretty sure he did die in the series, in the Naruto series. If he did somehow live, he shouldn't have a grudge, and that would once again be a very weak plotline that I'd be very angry if it was Obito coming back again, and has another grudge now, but yeah, I don't know. It seems like it almost looked like his eyes were ripped out. Like he looked like he had scarring around his eyes, the father did. But then you could see his Sharingan glow in at least one of his eyes, and that one had like the scars too. So I don't think he got like his eyes ripped out. Maybe he got them like replaced or something. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just a scar, or maybe it's just like old kind of like aging lines, like wrinkles kind of thing. Like I guess Itachi wasn't old, but Itachi did have that, like, you know, they designed him to have like the weird like lines underneath both of his eyes, and like maybe it's just some kind of detail like that, and I'm just looking too much into it. But I was trying to think of anybody that we saw in the first series that it could be, and it might just be like a whole new thing that was never teased, you know, ever. But interesting. But yeah, so that sums up that, and then we had. It's kind of interesting. I found it interesting that they let Sarada go, because they made such a big deal about Sasuke leaving the village before, and he even graduated as a ninja at the time, so he was even like a full-fledged ninja, and he wasn't able to leave the village. He had to like sneak out at night, but Sarada can just like get out, no problem, like no complaints, no nothing. It seems kind of weird, but it has been a long time, so like security around the Leaf Village might have changed, you know? Maybe because the world's like more friendly and everything. Like the world is much more peaceful than it was before. Maybe like kids have more free roam, but she's probably even younger than Sasuke was when he left the village. But obviously I know Sasuke had evil intents for leaving the village, and Sarada has good intents in leaving the village. But either way, like, Sasuke didn't have to tell them that he was leaving for like an evil purpose. He could have just said, "I'm going on a little trip," like she said, right in front of Shikamaru, and Shikamaru just let her go. But anyway, so that's interesting. It's probably just something to do with the times. It's more peaceful, so they let people come and go more easily. And then we had I guess, so they tried to capture Sarada, like, shortly after they left, once we had all that. I guess I could mention, like, the whole Boruto thing, like, kind of felt bad. I understand Naruto having to get going, you know, because the situation is kind of, like, serious. But it sucks for Boruto, once again, seeing his dad leave, and his dad said sorry because he knew that Boruto was coming with a lunch, I'm guessing, and he still just left, you know? So, that's too bad. it's really too bad that once again Boruto has more reason to be upset with his dad. Um, but yeah. Um, then I was moving on to something else. Yeah, so we got to see Naruto fight. That was awesome. Just I just love seeing Naruto fight. You know, I'm a big fan of the first series. I've actually been halfway tempted to rewatch the first series for the third or fourth time. Um, I've been considering it, but just as like something to do on the side, you know, like in my spare time, I do like watching anime in my spare time because the problem with like recording every single reaction to every single anime like I ever watch on like new shows is I spend an extra 30 minutes talking and then an extra 2 hours editing. So it makes it hard to just like binge a show in my spare time, you know, but sometimes I'll throw an anime on while I'm playing a game that like some games I enjoy playing, but they don't take my full attention, and I throw anime on the side. But I've considered rewatching the old series anyway. Like that's I don't need to go into like full detail about that, but I end up rewatching shows whenever I'm like gaming and stuff, and that might be one that I do eventually. Anyway, the Naruto fight was badass. We got to see his, Ninetales form again. And I think something that's very cliche in anime, but I think it's really freaking epic. Like, it gives me such a good feeling, is when other people who have never witnessed, like, that kind of power before see it, you know? Like the reactions they give is great. So, like, Sarada and Chocho seeing Naruto actually, like, do stuff for the first time. Like, they've grown up hearing about how, like, the seventh Hokage is the, like, I guess, like, Naruto Uzumaki, because he wasn't always the seventh Hokage. Naruto Uzumaki is, like, the strongest, like, shinobi of his time and everything. But they've never been able to see it. So, when you hear legends like that, you think to yourself, well, are they really that good though? But then you see them in person and you're like, holy shit. So that's kind of cool. It's very cliched, but it's very awesome at the same time. I love that. Uh, I hope eventually Boruto fighting gets to the feeling of Naruto fighting, like where I'm just excited, like when Boruto like learns about his eye and like masters the power or whatever, and then he can just you see him like activate his eye, and then like it's just like hype after that. Like you see him activate that shit, and you're like, yes, go get him, like. That's what I want. I can't wait till we like advance enough in the show to see that kind of thing. I don't even know if 80 episodes in like what is it, 80 or 90 episodes are released right now. I don't even know if that's enough for the show to be at that point yet, but someday it might be if it keeps going. And that's exciting to me. I look forward to it. But yeah, so that was awesome. And then so Naruto just like scared him off. Even the guys he was fighting were praising him, saying like, he's the strongest shinobi of his time. You need to come back. You're no match. So he retreated, and they continued on to Sasuke. Naruto was fine letting them come along, and the speech that Naruto gave, so good, so heartwarming. Naruto's amazing. Like, not only is Naruto a badass, but he's such like a good guy too, like he like eased Sarada, like everything Sarada was nervous about without even knowing it. He touched on all of it and just like, so good. You guys know what I mean. I don't even have words, but you guys just know. Anyway, so then they finally got to the tower, and frickin', of course, Chocho just ruins freaking everything. Chocho's too tired to walk another 20 feet to the tower. You know, maybe it was farther than I thought. Maybe it was like perspective, you know, maybe it was still really far. But it looked like it was pretty close. And Sarada couldn't wait, so she faked saying she had to go to the bathroom to go ahead. And of course, she found him. And also, she got like so overwhelmed with emotion because she's about to see her dad that she activated her Sharingan. That's badass. Super interesting. I love that. And then, of course, since Chocho couldn't keep going, Sarada couldn't wait. She rolled up into the building, and Sasuke didn't recognize her and thought she was a bad guy. And I guess, I hope Sarada understands, especially since she had firsthand experience with dealing with other Uchiha, that, like, what Sasuke, like, why Sasuke thought that, you know? But at the same time, he didn't recognize his own daughter, and that's gonna hurt. So there is definitely gonna be some tension. I just hope it's not tension that lasts, like, a super long time. Like, I think it'll be, like, a quick tension that happens, and then when it finally comes to the whole, like, father-daughter reuniting thing, I think that will, like, ease all that tension, and that will be over with. But God, I cannot believe, like, I didn't even think of that when she was going in alone and she activated her Sharingan, that he would mistake her for one of the people that are after him. Man, that is pretty messed up. Pretty messed up show. But no, like, that's gonna toy with our emotions big time, and that sucks, but it's so accurate because he would think that, right? Like, that is something he would think, because he had other Uchihas coming after him, and he probably, like, the last thing he expects is his daughter just to walk in alone, you know? Like, that's crazy, though. Man. But that was a really good episode. That was really good. If I get in the mood, do not hold me to this, but I might do another episode this weekend because now I'm like getting really into it now. And I do want to watch more, but there's other things that I gotta do. And even this weekend I might actually be too busy because along with my job and college and everything, I work with my dad as well. I help him loading and unloading his truck every night for the next day, because he runs his own plumbing business. So he comes home, he has stuff he has to unload and reload, and he has, like, rotor cuff tears in both his shoulders. So he's basically like he's the foreman on the job. He doesn't really do the work, and he can't really do any heavy lifting. He had a surgery on one of his shoulders. And so on top of all of that's going on in my life, I have to help him with that stuff, and he's getting a new van, a new work van, and we need to set it up this weekend, so I might be very busy, but I might try to squeeze out another episode because I do want to see more. But we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, this episode is really good, and it's reflected in the amount of time I've spent talking about it. Like, we're up to 50 minutes, and I felt like I kept the intro, like, fairly fast, too. That's 50 minutes including the episode, and this is just one big recording from me right now, and then I chop it up and separate it into 2 different videos, which go to Vimeo and then YouTube and such. But yeah, so it's not going to say 50 minutes on YouTube for you guys right now. It's going to say, I don't know, whatever, 50 minutes minus, like, what the episode's probably like 23 minutes usually, 24 minutes sometimes with outro and preview and everything. So I was gonna say something else. Anyway, regardless, that was a really good episode, guys. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next one, so I'll either see you guys next Thursday, or if I do find the time to do another one before then. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I hope you guys are enjoying Boruto as much as me, wherever you guys are at in the series, whether you're right here with me or way ahead already and just, seeing my reaction to awesome moments. I too go back and watch like reactions to shows I've seen. I'm watching a bunch of different reactions going on right now. I'm watching the normies. I enjoy their reactions. They're so they're not huge anime watchers, so they kind of make fun of a lot of the tropes that are in animes, whereas I am more accepting of it because I've watched so many animes that it's just normal for me now. But at the same time, I do enjoy their fresh experience of seeing badass scenes and stuff. So I'm watching them watch the old Naruto they just started, way back, not Shippuden. They're way back at the beginning. They've never seen it, so. I'm watching them watch Hunter x Hunter too, which is great. I can't wait till they get farther in it. I'm watching another channel like Semblance of Sanity. They're watching March Comes in Like a Lion, which was an anime I really enjoyed, and Hajime no Ippo. I'm enjoying the reaction to that, but it's all I can only watch it one episode as they release it. So I'm right with you guys with watching reactions as the reactors release them. So that's what really got me into doing reactions, is just the fact that I really enjoy watching the reactions. So I was like, maybe I'll give this a shot too. And yeah, so hope you guys are enjoying the channel and all of that. So it's been a lot of fun this episode and all that. So I will see you guys next week or later in the week, maybe, if I do get around to it. Once again, doing my outro speech again because I got sidetracked. If you guys enjoyed the channel, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.